Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, if you haven't been here before, welcome. I'm glad you're here. My name is Kathy and my channel is Crafty Cat Stitcher. It's a Flosstube channel. It's about cross stitch, and I tend to add a little bit more to it than cross stitch from time to time, and today will be one of those times. So stay tuned, and we'll talk about that in a bit. This is my video number 53. And today is Monday, October the 19th, 2020. And it's definitely fall here in Georgia. And it's so nice. I know the next couple days are going to be a little bit warm, but for the most part, it's very fallish. And yeah, I'm really appreciating it this year. So love it. So, okay, haven't seen you in a few weeks. So, life update, just a little bit, getting kind of used to the new schedule, and it's going okay. We're hanging in there, and it'll be okay. I'm kind of convinced right now that it will. So, yeah. So even when everything's turned upside down and your life is kind of unrecognizable, as mine kind of is right now, I still have stitching. And that's like been a real comfort, something to fall back on. I know that I can go home and I can stitch, or if I have a day off, I have devoted a couple of days off to stitching, which has been really nice. So good to have it. It's just a great thing right now. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on, and we'll talk about some other things also. I do have a cool craft for fall that I did, and excuse me, and I'll do that toward the end in case you don't want to see it. How about that? Let's just do it like that. So, and I'll let you know when it is. So if you don't want to watch the cool craft, but it's so cute and it's so fall. All right, I'm going to start off with whips, and I'm going to show you what I was working on. I ended my last video with this project, Fresh Pumpkins. That's So Kelly Stodola. This is the one I said I wanted to work on something with pumpkins in it, and that one just, it filled the bill. I really haven't gotten a whole lot done in it, but I did get, you could see it. I'm stitching this on 36 count Sparrow from Luminous Fiber Arts, and I think I changed all the colors. So this is it so far. I just worked on that white pumpkin, but it's really cute, and this really is making me happy, so we'll just keep going with it. All right, something just shifted and made a noise. So I had a couple of milestones, I guess you would say, with in the last couple months, last 3 weeks. No, it's been like 3 weeks since I've seen you. And it's not a finish. I don't have any finishes, but stick with me because I'm considering this a finish within a finish. How about that? Okay. This is Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler from 2017, which, I chose my color combo. And I got January done finally. Yay! And this is really a big portion of the sampler. So this made me really, really happy to get this done. So it's done. So now I can go into February, and February doesn't look near as complicated and stitchy as this one. It is, it's a lot smaller. So, I might feel like I'm getting things done quicker or more efficiently, but this is, I know, I'm doing this on 32 count. I think it's just off-white Jobelan, and I'm using 5 DMC colors. They're all represented here. So it's going to be the blue and tan and brown throughout. And so I'm just going to decide what to do as I get to a new month. I'll decide what color goes where. So how about that? Let's call it a finish within a finish. Okay. So, but I'm just really happy. I can't show you the pattern because, well, it is a freebie. So if you go on Linen and Threads website, you can see it, and you can do this also, and use your own color combination. So, but I don't have a picture of it. I do have a picture of this one. It's UB Design, and it's berries in winter. So I'm doing just this heart. I'm not gonna do. I might, this might be something I could do later on, but for right now, I'm just doing the heart. And I'm gonna show it to you up close. Isn't it pretty? And when you look at this, you think it's small. I'll explain later. It just finally fell, the thing that made the noise. So, when you look at that, you think it's really small. It isn't. It's big. It's really big. So, there it is so far. I love this. I'm doing this, I think this is 28 count Sandcastle Jobelin. It's a really soft fabric, and I feel like I can put a hoop in this, and it never it leaves very little hoop marks. I'll be able to get those out really easily. I'm doing this all in DMC, call for colors, and it is kind of complicated because, first of all, the trees, which I have mostly done, have a lot of different colors in it, and then you really have to pay attention to what's going on here. This is not like sitting in not pay attention to what you're stitching. This is watch, because this is going to determine the shape of the heart. So, but I like the way that's turning out with the snow on the berries. I think that's really pretty, and the trees and the star. So there it is. When I first started doing this, my son and daughter-in-law were here they were visiting, and so I said to my son, I don't really speak any German, and he said, well, let me look this up for you. And he goes, well, it's beer in winter. And I said, no, it isn't. Well, that's what it said online, beer in winter. And I'm thinking, okay, but it's berries. It's berries in winter, I think, or berries heart in winter. It is beautiful. I love it. So that's another one I worked on. And guess what came up in my rotation? Rainbow Row. It's by CW Designs. Another big one. And I'm almost at that. Also, this is a little bit of a milestone, I guess. Because I started in the middle, worked on this section. I got all the stitching done. I just have to do back stitching, and then I can move on. So what I think I'm going to do, I did this last night. I put the last stitch into this page. Look, isn't it pretty? I mean, you're working at it and going, oh, these greens, do these trees really need all, yeah, they do. They need all that green. So all that's left for this page is back stitching. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on. I'm going to take it back with me downstairs to my stitching spot today. I got a day off today. I had the weekend off. This is the first weekend I've had off since August. So, anyway, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish all the back stitching on this page so that next time I pick it up, next time it comes up in the rotation, I can start a new page. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to this side right here, because that yellow house, for some reason, is calling to me. See, you can see the little bit of yellow house in the row. So anyway, back stitching, and not everything is back stitched. It's really selective where it is. There's some here, there's some in this section, there's some on this roof, there's some complicated, there's some things, I believe, here in this area. So it's not everything is back stitched, but it's enough that it's going to keep me busy for a little bit. So anyway, I feel like that's another kind of finish within a finish, because I completed a section that I've been working on for a long time. So, and the last thing I worked on is Cat Lantern by Luminous Fiber Arts. And it is in the Halloween just cross stitch issue. So if you can get that. But it's really cute. And there he is. So far. I got the little teeny mouse. So, yep. So he's cute. I'm doing this one on, I think this is Under the Sea Fabrics. Harvest. I don't know what. It's 32 count. I know that. And it's really nice fabric. It's real pretty. I'm going to try to get it. It looks a little bit more peach on the camera. But it is like more orangey. Very cute. So, that's what I worked on over the last few weeks. So, like I said, I'm not buying a whole lot, although I'm seeing so many pretty new patterns. There is something I do want to get, and I found out that old Just Cross Stitch issues can be bought on Annie's site, Annie's Crafts, and I think I can get a digital download of a magazine I want. Everybody keeps showing the little cat, it's done on black fabric, and it's like a little stand-up. And at the time when that magazine was out a year ago, I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. And so now I'm seeing the cat made up, and it's so cute. And so I found the digital download of that magazine. So I think I'm gonna do a little purchase. So I did get the last installment of Sugar Stitch's Holiday Cheer Series, Holiday Tree. And there it is. And I think that this is it. This is the last one. So these are really cute. I really wish there was an actual picture of it. Because right like this, it's cute. But when you're seeing them made up, they're just adorable. So that's another one. I'm still working on the first one. But who's racing? Are you racing? I'm not in a race. I'm not. Nope. So I had the weekend off, and I used to go to this bead show that would come around. I think it's like a traveling thing, or it is pretty travel. I think there's people from different places. And they shut down during COVID, but they're back. So they had really strict rules about how many people could be in there, and they took temperatures, and you had to wear a mask, and no kids. There were a lot less vendors, and there a lot more space in between the vendors' tables. So you could social distance, sort of. But once you get to the table, there are people like right there. So anyway, I thought, well, you know what? I probably could use some beads because I'm, for my Etsy shop, I am making things. And so I asked Sheila, my sister, I said, do you want to go? And it was so nice being out and doing something totally different, because when was the last time we did anything like that? So I managed to get some beads, and I'll just hold them up. That's just my new stuff. Cute stuff that I'm going to incorporate into things for, look at those. Unbelievable. And really good prices. I mean, $1 for some of these things, like $1 for this, really? Like $3 for this one. So I'll show you. I'll just grab them all and show you it looks like something from a treasure chest. So anyway, that's just something new. And they will be turning up in things that I make for my Etsy shop. And we'll talk about that later too. Okay. So that's it for new things. Yeah, so I'm going to get some coffee. It's a little bit lukewarm, but I don't care. It's all right. I think that once in a while, I need to make a purchase. So, especially with working now, it's like, yeah. So, I thought I was running out of cross stitch rewind things, but I actually thought of a couple things that are not. I'm thinking things that are framed and put up, things that we put on the walls or set out. And this is just something that I was reminded of when I was on Instagram one day, and I saw Laurel from Mountain Laurel Stitches, and she had made this, and I said, I made this too. It's Haunted Kitty by Mill Hill. Isn't it cute? Look at them. And it's a little, I made it into a pin because I actually did wear this at times when I was teaching preschool. So I don't really wear things like this anymore, but I could, I could make it into a little ornament, or I could stand it up somewhere, put them out. But Haunted Kitty, Mill Hill, and it's a little kit, and mostly there's a lot, the background is cross stitched in black and there's some orange, but then of course there's the signature Mill Hill beads. Lots of them. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. So I knew I had this, and when I saw that Laurel put it up, I thought, oh yeah, I did this too. So, and there's the back of him for my pins so I could wear them. I've done it. Yep. So, and last time we talked about, I had my finished cross stitch projects in the box, and I, it was like, what's in the box? And I pulled the oldest, what I think was the oldest one out, and it, I got a lot of good responses about that piece, and it's, and it was funny because when I was doing the video, I thought, I can make this, I can do this, I can frame this or make this into something and give it to my son and daughter-in-law. My daughter-in-law does quilting, and she's a very good quilter and knitter. And she does all kinds of, she's a gardener, she does all kinds of things. And I thought, I gotta do that. So I got some encouragement and some other ideas. So I'm going to start to look into that so that I can give that to them and they can put that in their new house. So thank you for all of your encouragement and your ideas for that piece. I don't know what it was called, never did find out. I think my mom gave me the pattern, and I know she stitched it. I think she did. So what happened to that? I don't know. Okay, so let's move on to the cute fall project. So this is, oh, you know what? First, before I do that, let me talk quick Etsy shop update. Quick, okay? As you know, that I started an Etsy shop, and I want to thank anybody who's bought anything. And I am on here just telling you about it, just to let you know that it exists. If there's something that you need, stitchy wise, I do a lot of. I do some needle minders. I do scissor fobs, thread keeps, some notions bags, and my husband made some of these really beautiful scissor holders that look like beehives. So I have one listed, this one listed right now, and there are more. So I'll put the link below if you want to go look. And if you need anything, or if you need something special, you can send me an email. I have a new email address for the shop, and I'll put that below also, so that if you have some request of something, then I can try to help you with it. But anyway, there's that. Let me go ahead and show you some other things. Oh, kind of to coordinate with that, I have some bee scissor fobs with cool colors, like honey colors. And there's the bee on the end. He's really cool. Okay. And I also have another scissor. Oh, I've got scissor fobs that are kind of wintry. This one has a little snowman charm. So, ooh, this would be better to show it like this. Like that. Oh, here's another one, wintry. That Christmas one. This one's got the cutest charm. Santa charm on it. I like him so much. It's kind of a big charm. And I always make sure that they have kind of big clasps to fit on your scissors. I have currently, as of today, as of October 19th, I have a few of these left. My little spooky Halloween kitty. Thread. You know what? I'm going to drop this right now. Thread keep. This one has a little cat head bead, orange bead with it too. So I've got a few of those left. And I'm starting to bring in some, like I said, some Christmas items and winter. So this one's a cool winter snowflake. Thread keep. Got a reindeer one. He's like a little funny cartoon reindeer. Okay. And some of these. I got one, this butterfly. That's a pretty one. And a little cardinal. With a key charm and a bead. So anyway, if these are things that you like, just go over there and visit. I do have other ones. I have other thread keeps right now. There's quite a few. I think I have a dozen, more, maybe a dozen of them listed total. So go over there and look and see if there's something you like. Like I said, send me an email if there's something specific that you would like. I've already had a few special orders, which I thank viewers for. If you're watching right now and you ordered from me, like a specialty item, thank you. I appreciate that. I love doing stuff like that. So, okay. All right. I think this is when I'm going to show you the fun fall craft project that is not Stitchy related. So if you don't want to see that, you can just go on your merry way, and thank you for watching today. But if you would like to see it, you'll like this. Okay. All right. You know, I'm going to make sure that nothing falls because I have a lot of stuff to show you with this. All right. Little pumpkins. They're little chenille pumpkins. Are they not the cutest? So these are the two I've made, and I want to tell you exactly how I did it. So that's finished. So what you do is you start with a 4-inch styrofoam ball, just like this. That's what fell. I have a bag with a few in it, and it's like a cellophane bag, and that's the thing that made the noise. So, but anyway, plain old styrofoam ball. You can get these everywhere: Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, Amazon. So, 4-inch, and this is that smooth kind of styrofoam. I don't know if they make that rough kind anymore. Remember that stuff? I'm gonna just toss this. Okay. Then what you do next is you go somewhere where you're not going to mind making a little bit of a mess, like your garage or outside. You know, it's something that somewhere that you can clean this up very easily. You don't want this to get swept up in the wind or anything like that. But take a serrated knife, and you're going to cut off we're going to cut one end off, and then opposite that another. And there's the big end and a smaller end, because that's the way pumpkins are shaped. Big end, small end. Okay? So get your serrated knife and just, it's really easy to do, but it is messy. And then the next messy part is drilling a hole. The directions said to use a 1/2 inch paddle drill bit. And so I farmed this out to Mark because he's better with that kind of stuff. I mean, I was okay with the serrated knife and all the other stuff, but He just right through, so it's going to go right through big part and small part. See? Okay. So you do that. Now, this idea was originally done with chunky yarn. And so I thought, oh, and it was really cute. Very, very cute. And so I went to the store, and I went to a store that usually has a ton of different kinds of yarns. And they had no chunky yarn in any kind of cool pumpkin colors. They had chunky yarn in baby colors and in blues and in just weird combinations, which probably are pretty for other things. I appreciate that. But they didn't have any kind of like pumpkin color and chunky yarn. Or like, I was also looking like for a moss green. So I decided to, so I just kept looking around. I said, what else can I use? And so I found this stuff. And I'm going to show you, you're going to laugh at me. Because I didn't wind it into a ball, I just did this. This is Yarn Bee. This is from Hobby Lobby. And it's chenille yarn. And this color is pumpkin. It's really nice yarn. And I was thinking, man, you could even use this to do ornament or cross-stitch finishing, ornament finishing. It's really nice. So I bought that. This is how much I have left after doing this guy. Okay. So I'm going to put that over here. And what I did was I have a plastic needle, big. This one is that big? And I cut off like a 5-foot section. And that's what I did. I worked in 5-foot sections. So what you do is you start by threading your needle, putting it through, and then you tie the knot to secure it. Put it inside of the pumpkin. Put the knot in there. And then you just start to just pull the needle through. This needle is not quite big enough, so I had to do a lot of pushing through. And I just kept going through over and over. And I would just keep pushing those things together, pushing every little row together so they were really tightly spaced. And you don't really see, maybe if you looked really close, you might see a little bit of the white styrofoam ball, but not really. And so you just keep putting them in, and you pull it kind of tight. I mean, you don't want to like start to squeeze the ball, but you pull it kind of tight and keep doing it. Then when you get to the end of that 5-foot section, you're going to have to tie on a new section. So you have this is the tricky part. You have to kind of time it. You have to plan it so that that knot is going to get pulled into the center. So you're going through this little hole a lot, but it worked both times when I worked on these guys. I could still push the needle through, and I hid all the knots. They're all hidden in the middle. All the knots are hidden. I don't know how many 5-foot sections I used to make these. This color right here is same stuff. This is ivory, and I've got that much left also. So I can make more. I have more. So then that's all you have to do. And so then when you get done, I just tied off a little knot to secure it and made sure it was inside. So you see no knots. They're all inside. Now, if you use chunky yarn for this, it's gonna be thicker, but you're gonna do less passes through that middle. So it'll probably be about the same. So this is a lot of pass-throughs going into that middle, but it fit. It all fit. So this is a branch from my yard, and it's not perfect, but pumpkin stems aren't perfect, and that's the best part. And it's crooked. That's what pumpkins are. All I do is I took it's like a piece this big, this little guy, and then I took some Aleene's tacky glue, stuck some in there, and then I just stuffed this down, and there it is. Cute fall project, and these are so cute. I mean, how much fun. You could just, like while you're watching TV, just, just do it. I think I did it in a couple nights. I just did half and then I did the other half the next night. So, like I said, I'm going to make more because they're so cute. But there it is. That's my pumpkin. All right. And if you want to try it with chunky yarn, go ahead. If you do, I would love to see it if you're on Instagram. Or even if you do it just like if you go and get this nice velvety smooth yarn bee yarn from Hobby Lobby. If you're on Instagram and you do this, go ahead and and post pictures. I'd love to see what you do. So that's it. So that's my fun fall craft idea for you, and I hope you liked it. And it was fun and just something really different. And it was inexpensive because, I mean, first of all, the styrofoam balls aren't really that expensive. The yarn, I don't even know what this skein of yarn cost. It wasn't that much. And this will make several, I would think, several pumpkins, I think. So, even if you know somebody that wants to make them, you guys could probably split a skein of yarn and just an idea for something inexpensive and fun. So, I'm so glad that you could join me today. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for all your encouragement for everything that I'm up to right now with my different routine and with my new Etsy shop. And I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that I still have time to do the Etsy shop and that I can kind of keep going like I'm going right now. So that's all for today. I hope that you are all doing well. We're well, and that you're getting a lot of stitching in and enjoying it as much as I am. And I will see you next time. So keep stitching and just have fun. And I'll see you soon. Bye.